You can already see that, well, you can hear that it's raining maybe. I don't know. I decided to just go with this. You know, and the way it was is there were a bunch of things sort of pinned down here. This was a big long strip here that had been pieced together that's underneath. But you know, a lot of times if you want to try to do a patchwork or something and you kind of fit your composition into the limitations of the technique. But this way, it leaves the composition a little bit more free, which I prefer. So I just began to baste around the edges of the pieces. I sewed around this one, and I sewed around this one. And I slowly go back and I cut the layers, because as you stitch, you leave a little map. Again, I can't say enough about this, how helpful it is to create a thin cloth to work with. And you know, I've already cut quite a few pieces here away, which I can now save and rescue and use for something else. And I've just stitched around this one. And if I can find my scissor here, which I can't, give me a second. Okay, I found it. I've just done this one, so I'm going to go back in and clip there. I mean, of course you want to just try to get that top layer, but this is just a constant kind of, well, it turns into an excavation, really, because if you're really freely composing in layers, you kind of forget what might be underneath there. And a lot of times it's, you know, sometimes you don't want to cover up cloth. You don't want to waste a beautiful piece of cloth, and this is a great way to kind of rescue what's there. And it's just this process of creating a collage, creating a patchwork from collage. So I guess the next step will be this one. I'm not making any changes. I let that happen so quickly, and I just want to work with that, what happened quickly. So I'm going to sew around the rest of the areas and cut all the backing away, because I have a feeling there'll be a lot more to put on top of this, and that'll keep everything thin.